buy me YSL. I could get it by myself.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Behind Jeff, wait! Lock it in!
Hey, here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going back to you.
80!
942! Come on, baby.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. For the catch made, this is Emmanuel Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
You're over here, you're over here. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Be wide.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
Hey, Haywood.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
No.
First and 10 here for Flacco. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Passing play, Flacco. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for them on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Now it's Flacco. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Yo, Lee! On red! Topper! Topper!
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Regular!
Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Yes! Wait! Monday! Yes!
You got nothing.
49! Check 49! Check 49!
Mike 42.
Monday!
Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
Hey, orbit!
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a 1st down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Kirschman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Brings up second and goal.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Dad, lock it in.
Watch the pass.
Block it.
Check three. Check three. Check three.
Hey, Monday.
Come on.
Now Flacco. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. The kick by McManus is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yeah, so make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. Now Ryan. That was going to let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backward, under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Good job, fellas.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready, like 25.
To throw is Ryan. He'll find his tight end. That's Logan Paulson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the...
And he's going to go down again. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Hey, 59, ready. Hey, Charlie. Let him go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Behind that, Wayne. 20.
Switch up, switch up.
Getting hot, Seth, Wayne.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Paulson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your
blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On 1st down, it's Freeman. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Mighty 280, back 25.
Here we go. Kill. Big gap.
11. Well, let's go. 25.
Freeman again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they've always posted in there, "Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare."
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
47, 280, Mark 47.
Got to do better.
21.
Check. Crunch.
51.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 24-yard touchdown, and the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guy?
Well, Sanders has it poked free. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, Flacco. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. To pass, Flacco. He's going to let it fly. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
Ready? You ready? 47. Wait. 47. 65. 65.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took...
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Carlson now to kick this one away.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 35 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Carr now to throw. It's complete to Grant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 60 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Mariota now. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Throwing is Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Mariota to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Titans have taken the lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Carr now on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 69 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Hey, 7:34. Go, go.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Luke Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm here all day. Three. Charlie, 451.
Final play of the half here. Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 54. Smooth.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, he's airing it out for Whip. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Mariota. Flush to his right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Is it a Raider 2? It's just me and you. Express. Mike 5-4. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Check 25.
X3, 218, chop it.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike 7.
54. Let's go,
Express.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Time to go, night. Hey, switch gears.
Ready, 9. Hey, wahoo.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Hey, get in the weight room.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Get the ball. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
From the gun, it's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And now here is another interception. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And it'll bring up third down. The Titans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the